For cattle producers, the road to profitability begins with the health of the herd. Anything that takes away from healthy cows and calves must be addressed. And sometimes what you don't see can hurt your bottom line. That's why for many producers, parasite control is vital to keeping calves growing and cows rebreeding on time. Reporter Brian Baxter has more on the benefits of parasite control.
Based in Central Florida, Dr. Robert Jukic is a practicing veterinarian, and for the past 15 years, he's also run his own cow-calf operation.
We run about 1,200 head of mama cows here, and it's strictly a cow-calf operation. We send all of our steers and feeder heifers out west to a couple of different places. And we look at the performance data we get back on them. I retain ownership on most of them, and review all the data to make selections for bulls, what we want to do in the future to increase our profitability in the fed market.
Always looking for ways to improve the herd health on his operation, Dr. Jukic, like many other cattle producers in the South, has battled against parasites.
Our greatest challenge is our environmental conditions. We have a totally different environment from where our cattle are being fed. We have a wet climate. We have to deal with a lot of parasites. We have to deal with a lot of external insects. If we don't take care of those problems, our calves will not reach the weights that we want them to be when we wean them.
They have to fight to overcome that, especially as we're trying to breed back animals or put weight on animals to send them to the feed yards. They're just constantly trying to dig themselves out of the hole if they're fighting a parasite battle.
Dr. Andy Bennett is now a veterinarian with Mariel, but he used to work with Dr. Jukic in his practice. Over the years working together, they've seen the high cost when producers do not have good parasite control.
Typically, if we don't have good parasite control in our herds, our weight gains will be way off. Where we would like to average 1.5 pound gain per day on these pastures, we may drop down to 1.25 pounds or 1 pound a day. And if you wean at approximately 8 months, which would make that calf 240 days of age, and you have a calf born at 70 pounds and she's only gaining, or he's only gaining 1 pound a day, you're going to be way off on your weaning weight. So it's a dramatic difference if we don't control these parasites in these cattle here in South Central Florida.
In search of highly effective parasite control with less handling of his calves, Dr. Jukic gave Long Range a try as part of a Mariel sanctioned trial. The results after using Long Range were significant.
So in the spring of 2013, we had a study comparing Long Range to a combination therapy of Cydectin and Safeguard, and we treated the calves with the appropriate products for each group. They were on separate pastures, and we monitored them from late May till shipping in early September. And on average, that had about 0.25 pounds per gain per day in favor of Long Range over this combination therapy. And lots of parasitologists are touting combination therapy at this point in time, so that was quite a significant advantage in favor of Long Range during that study.
Long Range is labeled for parasite control for up to 150 days, meaning the cattle are protected for the entire grazing season depending on the parasite. The extended duration means producers only have to treat once for parasites, a savings on both labor and calf stress.
If you have a product that works 30 days, it's going to shut off pretty quick, but those cattle are going to be out on pasture for up to 6 months. So why not use a product that will treat them for a longer period of time versus something that's just in there for a few days to a few weeks? Personally, I think that if they haven't used Long Range now, they should give it a good try. I think the benefits that they'll see, the overall gain, the overall health, the bloom of those animals will be impressive to them. So I think if they haven't tried it at this point in time, they've kind of left some money on the table over the past several years, and some of their friends are appreciating some of those returns.
The greatest value that I see is increased weight gain and the return on the money that I've spent on them.
With season-long parasite control throughout the herd, calves grow faster and profitability increases, something all producers are looking for. Reporting from Central Florida, I'm Brian Baxter for NCBA's Cattlemen to Cattlemen.
Here is some important safety information. Do not treat within 48 days of slaughter. Not for use in female dairy cattle 20 months of age or older, including dry dairy cows or in veal calves. Post-injection site damage can occur. These reactions have disappeared without treatment. Find out more at the website, thelongrangelook.com.
To find out more information about prescription long range, contact your local veterinarian, call 888-MARIEL-1, or you can visit thelongrangelook.com.